Hello everyone, Reggie Time here, and it is a 1:24 a.m. on a Saturday morning. We are currently playing 2 tables of 20 pot limit Omaha and 1 table of 20 no limit. We're trying to find some more tables, but sadly at the moment 30 NL is rubbish. 20 NL is rubbish. And there is one last 20 PLO table we can play. Do we want 3 tables of PLO? Well, I guess it's better than nothing. I know we're not a PLO channel, and I know I've been doing some PLO stuff lately, which probably doesn't please you guys, but primarily I'm just a poker player, and I try to just play best tables available at the time. I'd rather play good no limit tables, but if we can't find good no limit tables, then we'll take good PLO tables and just hopefully try and make some money, but if nothing else, continue our development in the game. But if we do find some good no limit tables, we will be substituting, we will be getting into the PLO to put the no limit in, because we are primarily a no limit channel. I guess we need to call here with the kings. That bet's just too small. Not excited about it though by any stretch. We win. Picture quality doesn't look as good as I'd like it to be in OBS. Looks a tiny bit on the blurry side, but we need to be using this to like put the tables up individually rather than have 4 tables on screen and have it being confusing for people. And it also makes it much easier to cover players' names up. A young man who is a friend of Shroom the River Stream has made me the overlay. He didn't want to charge me anything for it, which is very kind of him, but I did send him a token amount for his time. And if you are a Twitcher or an OB or a YouTuber and you would like the man's contact details, then please just send me an email. You can find my email address beneath the video, and I'd be delighted to put you in touch with him. He turned it around incredibly quickly for me, and by all accounts, he's a very skilled man. He wasn't that pleased with this that he's done for me. It was just like in his terms, like a pretty rough effort, but I like it. It's done what it's supposed to be doing for me, so I'm happy with it. King Jack to Queen 10 with the suit. We maybe could have just tried to isolate this dude, but I wasn't really concentrating. Now we're just going to call and hope to hit pretty big. 9 would be sweet, wouldn't it? Oh, Jack, that works too. We just hope he doesn't have like an ace and a jack. That'd be sad. Calls and loses. Wonder what he had there. I'll check it off camera and let you know. Presumably he probably just had like aces or something, or kings maybe. Ace, 8, 9, 10. Ah, so he ribboned 3 8s as we had the 3 jacks. I see. I see. So we turned a call with like a pair and an open ender on a paired board, which probably isn't good. And then I guess he had to play the river off when he rivers like trip 8, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just needs to fold still. I mean, you'd pretty much always be calling with the underfull in no limit, but I'm not sure. Sorry, with like trip 8, see, but it's not on underfull, is it? Because he didn't have a full house, neither did I. But with a similarly strong hand, I guess you're always going to be. I guess it's the same as having the underfull in no limit almost. You would always call there, but I think in PLO, maybe you're not as inclined to call with bluff catches, especially on dry boards where there aren't tons of bluffs your opponent can have. Open the. Listen, I don't think it's particularly strong, to be honest with you, but we are in the cut-off, so how bad can it be? Aces with just one suit. I'm not sure if we're supposed to three-way here when we don't have the suit, when we never one suit, but we're doing it anyway. Unless it's flop to flush, we have the nuts. Over here we flop top pair and a flush draw. There's some really, really bad aces here. And I guess that's about as good a flop as we can hope for. We've got the wheel draw, we've got the nut flush draw, and we have the overpair. Good luck us. It's in pretty rough shape. Happy days. Happy, happy days. That was just a donation, really, wasn't it? I mean, he's 3-bet and called a 4-bet with a hand and just like instantly got it in with like the third nut flush draw, no pair. Best he can hope there is we just have like two aces that don't have a flush draw too, which I don't think I would play that way, or maybe I would. I've been known to spew with aces before. He's instantly reloaded for full, which is nice. I'm going to presume it's a fish. I'm going to change tables for a moment and tag him as a fish because I'm going to presume he is for the time being. Then he instantly limps in the next hand, which helps confirm the read. I'm not sure we should be isolating with this hand. I'm not going to because I don't like the 9 and the 5. If it was like double suited to the queen, then I think I probably would. Double suited queens and we get a 999 flop. Hopefully we won't be needing a doctor after the hand. Stick with this table where we have some really, really shit queens. I think we're just going to overlimp. And what about done? Unless we hit the queen of hearts on the turn, which we're not even going to get to see. on table 1 we called a raise with some pretty weak kings. We have to check call the flop, probably. He checks back to lead the turn over the value and protection, I guess, and he just folds. I do feel like I'm getting better at PLO, but then some weird shit will happen. I'll drop 3 buy-ins in like fucking 6 hands, and then I'll think that I'm shit at PLO and it's unbeatable again. I mean, who knows? One day, maybe we'll just make it stick where we can like crush these games for hundreds of pounds per month, which would be nice. We're certainly not there at the moment, despite the games seeming like they're remarkably good almost all of the time. Yet to prove I'm a winning player in them. But you don't get better by standing on the sidelines, do you? Gut shot here, nothing much else going on. Probably going to bet if he checks. Not going to call when he donks, so not with just a gut shot. There's 5 king queen with the suit. Guess it's a reasonable open. And over here we have aces with a suit. We've got a lot going on. Back over to here, we've flopped 2 pairs. And over here, we've flopped the top set. So we'll stick with the top set for now. We bet the 2 pairs on the other table. And now we can go to it. And this seems pretty fucking thin. Seems pretty thin. I think it's just a check, isn't it? Especially against a yellow type player who's gonna be pretty tight. We improve on the river 2 like a bigger 2 pairs, but we're still going to continue checking. Over on table 1 we flopped top 2. And we're going to check fold on table 3. He's bet 280 on the river. I'm going to fold. Improve to a bigger top 2 on the turn here. And I guess we're just going to like bet fold this river now. I was going to check called here, but versus that sizing, I'm more inclined to just fold. I think we can still be ahead, but there's no real reason to get super sticky there. I'm not going to be opening the 7-8 into this short stacks players big blind. We're going to keep our eyes on the lobby. It's that time of night where some regulars will start going to bed and we can hopefully get some decent no limit tables. This player here who's got like just £5.50 is playing at several other tables. So I think he's just some kind of like really bad regular. He seems like really tight, fit, full, doesn't reload. But I think he's playing at several tables. Let's have a look. Shit, I might be sitting out on the other table now off camera. Oh, aces. That was just in time, wasn't it? That was just in time. Just to try and ascertain not super necessary information. Pretty dry flop. Guess we could see bet here, but we're not going to want to see bet multiple streets. We're going to start with a check. I'm going to search this other player. See how many tables he's actually playing. He's got 7 tables, but he seems shit. Seems really shit, but he's playing 7 tables. So he's clearly like trying to be some kind of regular. But in my opinion, he just clearly doesn't have the bankroll or the skill to pull it off. We got called in 2 spots here. We have not improved on the river. And lots of hands have improved past us with the 10, so we're just going to check and fold. Yeah, but 7 tables. I mean, my advice, if you ever find this video and figure out who you are, my advice to you would absolutely be cut the tables down, probably move down to 10 now where you're maybe going to have better bankroll and just focus on not being as like really like weak tight as you are. I don't want to be too unpleasant because you're probably just a very nice guy, but you're doing plenty wrong, sir. And you know, if you continue 7 table doing this much wrong, there's only one way your bankroll is going to go, and that's going to be down to nothing. So yeah, cut the volume out, move down a level, and work on your craft. That would be my advice to you. So where we are here, table 3. We've flopped. Pretty strong draw here. So we're going to start with a big bet. And we get raised. He tells me he's probably, we haven't flopped a strong draw. We've actually got the nuts, we're going to redraw. So he's going to jam it in here and hope to fade some spades, I guess. He's got a set. Oh, straight away the board pairs, which is quite devastating. To say the least. Didn't know it's really straight to begin with there. Yeah, never mind. That's poker, folks. So we got it in there like with the nuts, with a redraw. And to like the super mega nuts, and we still managed to lose, which is unfortunate, but that's PLO for you. So that's going to happen a lot. Going to bet really big here and just hope he's like pot control with the 10 or something like that. Let's see what he has off camera. I think he probably has a 10. Yeah, king 10. Good spot to bet big on the river there, because it doesn't change anything. If he's called the turn time, they're going to have a draw or a bluff catcher most of the time. Doesn't matter what size we bet with our draws, he's going to fold. So it doesn't matter what size we bet when he's got a draw, because he's just going to fold most of the time. So we may as well go on the bigger side. Over here we have flopped top 2 pairs. Kick it off with a bet, get called. Dreadful turn card when we get called in 2 spots. and we're just going to fold. Some utterly dreadful aces here. Not so dreadful when you flop quads. We just want to try and let it fill up here, don't we? We bet now, just hope he has a jack. I mean, he's not calling very often at all here, but you never know. I mean, yeah, great with flop quads. How often do you win money with quads? Not that often. Well, you win money with it every time, but how often do you win like reasonable pots with quads? We just don't, do we? Because what else can you double and have? You have quads. What can they fucking have? I'm not sure if this is. Well, it can't be bad open, can it? I'd rather have two suits, but how bad an open can it be? We've got really strong run down hand. Flop, top two. I think we're going to check it though. Is that we need to be checking a lot in PLO in multi-way pots? Could be wrong. I'm going to bet the turn, of course, if it checks to us. He bets. No reason to think we're behind here. No real reason to raise, don't reopen the bet into like another bet. 7 shouldn't change too much. 4-6 gets there, of course. And we have to call it if he bets too many plus he can have. No idea if I played that hand okay or not. If anyone's good at PLO out there, let me know. Feels like I've played it okay, but who knows. Whenever you check and win, it always feels like you maybe could have eked out some more value. Right, the PLO tables, 2 of them are now just 4-handed. Could really use finding some no limit tables at this point. Meanwhile, as we search, we'll switch to our aces. Top pair, over pair, no real draws out there. SPR 5, I guess we just bet big and go with it. I guess I am prone to overplaying aces in PLO, but this seems like a board where, unless someone's like flop to set, you're probably going to have the best hand. And we just take it down, which I'm more than happy to do at that point. More than happy to see 2 folds. Again, maybe my plan to bet and not fold there is a bad plan, but it seemed like the best plan to me. I'm not saying it's a good one, but it seems like the best one. Right, we now have another PLO table, another no limit table, and a good one at that. So we need to decide which of the PLO tables we're going to lose. And I've now found the one we're going to lose because it's gone to three-handed. Now we have to put it in place there and then try and match. Try and match the OBS to it as best we can. Oh, we're not far out. Seems close enough to me. We could go a shade to the left. Oh, a shade to the right even. Ah, that's near enough. If we continue to find good no limit tables, we will continue to get rid of the PLO tables, because even though we've been doing okay at the PLO, I'd rather have the no limit on a Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever you want to call it. No, it's just Saturday morning, isn't it? Simple as that. It's not Friday anymore. So you can call it something else if you want, but you'd be fucking wrong. It's a Saturday morning. But it has to get some 30-0 on the boil. Games will get good eventually, I guess. And as weak, tight, fit or fold and nitty as this player is, I don't think we can just go folding one pair for one bet here. We probably are going to fold on the turn to this dude. He's barely put a chip in the pot aggressively. And we're just going to check and hope to win. I mean, I guess we lose to pocket nines here sometimes. The checks back. Probably wouldn't fold though. Just hope he's got ace queen though, and we win. What did he have? Eight, 10. Okay then. Top pair and a flush draw. I mean, we're going to be behind a decent chunk here, but we're just going to have to call. Pocket threes, so we're miles ahead. And we win. Thank you for your donation, sir. Gratefully received. No limit. Let's find some more. Say ideally 30-0, but we'll take 20-0. We're not snobs. We can buy some good 20L tables, we'll just sit them. Lots of tables becoming open now, but I'm not sure there's too many of them that are actually any good. For here we've raised versus Olympa. Coming bet out of 10 here seems unlikely. Seems like it's going to be hard to be caught by a worse hand if we bet. Right, so we have two kings here, we have a wrap on a PLO table. We'll stick with the kings first. Facing a bet with the wrap, a bet and a call. We're just going to call and hope to turn the nuts, which we do not. Now we can take a look at it. We do river a straight, but I'm not a big fan of it being not even close to the nuts, so we're just going to check and fold, I think. Chop chop. Good. On this table, this regular is just quit, and this is a heavily multi-tabling regular, so hopefully that's going to create some opportunities for other tables if he's starting to like wind his session down or even just take a break. Found another good no limit table, so which PLO table is going to bite the dust? In fact, I think we're going to like set out both the PLO tables now and just have 3 no limit and try and find a fourth. Move both these tables into the main monitor. Hit that button. So now we're up to which is no PLO anymore. No limit all the way to the end of the video, which could be a while coming yet because it is Saturday morning and I can go all night if needs be. Tempted to limp along with a hand this weak as this is just to get player pots in position against the blue tag. Give me one table. Now the average pot size for double wins is the 30L average pot size that I can see right now. £1.12, £1.30, £2.20, £3.57. mean, that's worse than Zoom, those average pot sizes. What is going on? Right, there's a rant incoming here. There's definitely a rant incoming. And it's going to be about the futility of rate races to the vast majority of regulars who aren't finishing in the top 2 or 3. This is what's happening. You're getting regulars that are normally playing 4 tables that are playing 6 and 8 tables, drastically cutting their win rates in order to try and finish higher up in a rate race. You've got the same things happening. People who normally play 6 tables are playing 8 and 10. The ones who normally play 7 or 8 are playing 10 and 12. And they're not even paying more rake per hour in most cases, or paying very little extra rake per hour. Because they're just playing so much tighter at every table, they're not entering pots, it's weighted contribution. They're just running a remarkably false economy for the vast majority. Yeah, you get the sickos who, like Cocoa Pops, like Don't Tell Mum, who are winning these races and finishing second in them and maybe making $1,000 over the course of the month, which is like, it makes it worthwhile then. But for the guys that are finishing like 10th and 12th and they're maybe getting an extra 20 or 30 quid rake back, you know, really, are you gonna, like, how much are they giving up in terms of like hourly rate, in terms of profit from the tables, chasing these rake races? I think for many of them, they really are running a really false economy, and maybe they even know it. Who fucking knows? But there's some guys here who play like 4 or 6 tables who, in my opinion, aren't that good. They're probably going to be break even or losing when they increase volume, and then almost all of that increased volume is going to be against players that are at least as good, if not better than them. Yeah, I think it's really bad. I think it's bad management of your game, but what do I know? Anyway, we've called 2 bets here with the second pair. We've rivered 2 pairs, so we're going to race for value. Hold on to get 3 bet, because that would stink. Yeah, I mean, the rate is gone now. But I see the same player. I'm not going to name names. But I see the same players like significantly increasing volume. And it just can't be good for them. And I've actually seen some players who were sort of start the rate race, who I haven't seen for a couple of weeks, who very likely have just gone bust up because they play on Sky week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And they're just not here now. And you know they're on like limited bankrolls because, you know, you see them talking at the table, you talk to them. Some of them have threads on the Sky forum. You see them sometimes not being able to automatically top the stack up. Some of them guys have probably gone broke trying to like finish high up in a rake race, because what they've done, they've taken their already pretty moderate break-even, slight winning game, and they put it into a situation where they're increasing the volume, therefore probably playing worse than they usually do, in tougher games than they're usually in. Well, unless you're like a real sicko who can produce a very high standard over lots of tables, chasing rake races, in my opinion, just makes you a fucking idiot. Really does. No point trying to sugarcoat it. A bit too quick on that turn. Wow, he's raised me. He's raised me. I don't like it all of a sudden. I don't think he's limit aces. We can't fold, but we don't like it. Maybe we fold this river. Because what do we beat now? The queen's got there as well. I'm going to screenshot this because this guy is in my Facebook group and I can ask him about it later. Just going to fold. Right, I'm going to ask him now because I'm not very patient. video gets back to me, I shall share it. Can't lose focus on this end due to my Facebook activity, which I always scold people for. And I've only done it myself. Milling out in this libbed pot, and the King of Diamonds is a pretty bad turn card. Seemingly not too bad though. Limit pot here with River to straight against someone who plays very fit or fold. Just going to pot it and don't expect them to bluff. Send them check back all kinds of hands that have no showdown value. This is a play we were talking about earlier, like they're really like just a tight fish. Actually, plays like my wife. We're going to call this player Dawn, because that is my wife's name. So, anytime we're in a pot with this player, it's Dawn. She is my PA, she's now in bed and I am in need of a drink soon. So there might be a moment or two where nothing's happening purely because I'm in the kitchen and we're recording an OBS, and to the best of my knowledge there's no pause function in OBS recording. We can just stop recording, but we can't pause the recording. This reality table is actually quite shit. Neither of these players are playing many pots. I mean, we'll stick at it because it's just not a tough table, but it's not a good table per se. No one's in there just throwing money around quite carelessly. We do flop the nuts though. This is 20L table. Excuse me. Highlights why I prefer 30L. Because 20L, there's a big difference between 20L and 30L on Sky, in terms of how the game's played, and just 20L is like really, for the most part, kind of like weak, passive. It's kind of hard to build ports because people are just like playing incredibly weakly. They're folding quite regularly, and there's no real like action players where you can just like sit and lay and wait for them either very often. 13L seems to definitely play horse too. Whereas we've got hands everywhere here. Well, he just folded. We flopped trips and he just folded. Over on table 2, we squeezed over a min-raise. It's got 2 callers. Got 1 caller, sorry. And we've got the other pair, and on the table in a limped pot, we've got a set, which we're now going to move to. I could have chosen better cards for the turn than the 8 of diamonds, but it's still going to be an incredibly trivial bet. So there we have it. We just had an overpair, trips and a set, and we didn't get more than 1 street of value on any street. Now these games are the loose enough, the passive, and the good games. And don't let me like trick you into saying they're not good games, but it's a bit like when, you know, I could use a cricket analogy. You've got to how do we put it? The ball doesn't come onto the bat super easily. You know, it's not like you can just use the pace of the ball to like divert it to the boundary. Like in cricket, you know, you've got to give it a good whack to get it anywhere near the boundary. Sometimes if you're playing fast bowlers, fast outfield, fast pitch, you know, you can just like dab it around and get the ball to the boundary quite frequently. Whereas if it's like a slow pitch, it's been rated, wet outfield, there's not as much pace on the ball, you've got to whack it a bit harder. And that's kind of how these games play. If you don't know about cricket, then that's going to make any sense to you. But you got to do a lot. You got to make a lot of your own running in these games because there's people out running without the ball very often. That's now I'm mixing with fucking metaphors. Which isn't ideal. Yeah, I prefer playing games where people are being bad aggressive. That's my favourite type of game. Where you can just like sit, set traps, value bet, thinly expecting action. You don't always get that at 20L, but you will frequently get it at 30L. Charlie has not responded to my post about if my set was a good fold. Hopefully he will at some point. Right, we need a 4th table, don't we? Because there's not enough action. here on table 1. We bet into this like really fit or 4 player twice. I don't think we can bet the river profitably, and I hope it goes check and he shows us king queen or something. He pots it. I mean, the guy hasn't put a chip in the pot for like 2 hours. I've been playing with him aggressively. I'm going to make an incredibly tight fold against him. Not a queen this table, because I'm not playing heads up against some like really nitty fish. It'll just be the most tedious thing ever. It'll just be fucking tedious, so we're not going to do it. We have just found a pretty sweet table though. A blue tag player with a 6x8 stack, which is something that I approve of. This is the table. Oops, get rid of that quickly. We still have dawn at these two tables. There's dawn and there's dawn again. I played against this guy before at 30 now. He seems to only come up out at weekends to play. He is good action. And we have a fourth table now too. Nearly out a drink. I'm trying to be sparing with it, but I'm not sure I've got that in my locker. Might just have to guzzle it and quickly go and run. Make another drink. Let's flop a set. Okay, let's not flop a set. Drink has now officially been finished, so there may be a pause in proceedings soon. This guy's going all in every hand. As soon as we find anything remotely playable, we're going to look to gamble with it. This seems like something that's good to gamble with. just calls this time. I'm going to just call here, hope he jams, and then rejam. That's the plan. Jam it. Don't then. Don't then. Just fuck you. Going to end up falling very deeply into our own trap here. It's very clear that the regular doesn't have anything at this point. And we might just have the best hand here. I think we're just going to check if he allows us to. He goes all in. No. We're just going to donate to the dude. Disappointing that our plan did not work out, but never mind. I'm going to play the S6 suit versus 2 fish. I'm not going to call with the gut shot though. And nothing else. I'll behave yourself with a fucking squeeze there. Hope you lose. Lose with your piddling little stack and your fucking 1/3 stack squeeze. Lose. Call and win. Call and win. Bollocks. Don't really care anymore. We wanted to blue tack to call and win there, obviously. I'm going to call this, we were going to call it until Dawn called. Now Dawn has called. We're going to fold. Dawn's got it. Dawn's got it. Diamond to punish Dawn. Yes. We like it. We like it. Nice flop. Meet Mr. Check Raise. Okay. Don't meet Mr. Check Raise. Please don't raise. Boo. 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 Yay. Boo. Spade. 3. You 3 bet here with 2 jacks. Shit flop. I was going to bet the river. I still think we can have the best hand here. Can we get value for it? That's the question. I guess we just like fire out like 140 and hope he calls with like pocket 9 or something. King Deuce. You called a 3 bet with King Deuce, sir. What is going on in your life? What is going on? What do you call a 3 bet with King Deuce? World are we living in? Tried to isolate a limper with 10-8 suited. Failed miserably in isolating him. Now we need to succeed massively in hitting a flop. Or we can just fold to the limit jam. I mean, it's fine. Can't complain too much about the King Deuce. We did river a 3 in a flip. This game seems like really quite lifeless tonight. We're in no way tough, but certainly lifeless. We've lost a table where we rivered the set of 3s. Yeah, squeezing with 2 9s here. 2 queens, sorry. And we're going to make it big. I'm going to hope Donald doesn't jam because that made me sad. Wow, raise it to that size. Bye bye, queens. That is just a fucking horrendous 4-bet size. Jam or make it small, sir. Fucking boom, 1351. Right, what's that then? Is it aces or is it kings? Which is it? I'm not sure. Could be either. Probably aces, but could be kings. Either way, when somebody who we've identified as being like a really shit type fish, who's like folded to 3 bets, who's barely basic at all, who's really passive and inactive, when they bang the pot size 4 bet in, putting 13 quid out of 20 quid stacking, I don't care that we've just put 20 blinds in with 2 queens. It is the most trivial easy fold in the history of trivial easy folds. I'm incredibly confident that we did not have the best hand there. The absolute best we are flipping versus ace king. I mean, I'd stake 20 quid on it right now that we did not have more than 55% equity there at best, and probably had 18% equity. I don't go paying those dudes off. We squeeze if we have to because the blue tech plays in the pot, and he might call with worse, he might fold, like some hands out of equity, etc. But when he pops it to 13.51, leaving 7 quid behind, that tells me 2 things. He's got aces or kings, and he's a fucking idiot. And we don't pay off fucking idiots when they have aces and kings. In fact, I'd probably bet way more than 20 quid. We're never going to bet a no now, obviously, but yeah, I'd probably bet 50 quid that he had aces or kings there. I'm that confident in the read. We might finally be able to find some 30 NL action. Nope, we're not. Thought we might, but we're not going to. I might wind the video up soon because there's no real good looking tables to play, and the ones where I, even though they're profitable, I'm going to continue playing them. I'm finding it hard to just find it hard to want to talk about it much because it's just quite dull. So I think we're going to end the video. We've got an hour or so out of it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Take it easy, everybody, and we're back with another video really soon. Bye-bye for now.